Miguel Lopez de Legazpi was born circa 1510 in Zumarraga, Spain, to a noble family. In 1528 he married Isabel Garcias and they would later have 9 children. In 1545 he went to New Spain, a colony of Spain, and was now modern-day Mexico, as a clerk in the local government, and civil governor of Mexico City for some time. The thing was, at the time, although the Philippines was under Spanish rule as a colony, thanks to Ferdinand Magellan and his 1521 voyage, there had been no Spanish or European settlements made there, so the Viceroy of New Spain at the time, Luis de Felsasco, sent Legazpi to go and officially claim the Philippines as a official Spanish colony in 1564. Legazpi left Port Navidad with 5 ships and 500 soldiers and sailors on November 21st, 1564. He sailed the Pacific for several months and then west into 1565. It was on January 21st, 1565 that he found Guam, but he wasn't the first European to find Guam. The first had been Magellan and his voyage, just that Magellan never claimed it for Spain or for any other European country, and so it was Legazpi who became the first to claim Guam for Spain. And Legazpi and his men took a stop at Guam, where they traded food and supplies with the natives, and then went around searching for gold. Resistance by the Chamorro would ensue, resulting in many violent confrontations. Before they left Guam on February 3rd, they put up a settlement there and then left. Spain would hold Guam as a colony until the Spanish-American War, when it was taken by the United States. He then ended up in the Mariana Islands and also laid claim to the Mariana Islands as part of Spain. They replenished supplies and attempted to find gold as well, but the Chamorro also lived here and resisted again. Spain also held claim to these islands until the Spanish-American War, when the United States also took the islands. Legazpi finally reached the Philippines on February 13, 1565, near Cebu, which he did not land at because there was resistance from the natives. So he left on February 22nd, landed on the island of Samar, where they made a blood compact with the leader, Datu Arao. They went around the island and ended up in Bohol, where they befriended the leader there, Datu Sikatuna. They would later make a blood compact with him on March 16, 1565. Legazpi went back to Cebu on April 27, 1565 and managed to land there. Raja Tupaz tried to fight the Spaniards but was soon defeated. The Spaniards then credited the first Spanish settlement there as Cebu, where it would later grow to become modern-day Cebu City. In 1569, due to a lack of food provisions in Cebu, Legazpi then went to create Panay Town on what is now Panay Island, and was then peacefully welcomed by the native peoples there. It was here that Legazpi also founded a second settlement called Capiz, now modern-day Roxas. In 1570, Legazpi sent his grandson Juan de Salcido, who had moved to the Philippines from New Spain in 1567, to go to Mindoro. The reasons he sent him was to fight the Muslim Moro pirates who were attacking Panay villages. Salcido managed to destroy many forts of the pirates' nearby islands. That same year, Legazpi heard of the rich resources near Luzon, so he sent Martin de Goiti to explore the northern part of the Philippines. With 120 men, Goiti landed in Manila Bay on May 8th. They were welcomed kindly by the natives and were allowed to camp there. They later made an alliance with the Muslim leader Raja Ake. Legazpi wanted to make Manila Bay a harbor in the Philippines to be used for trading with China, but the other allies of Ake, who also were natives near Luzon, sent a letter to Ake that they would not allow the harbor and wanted him to revoke the alliance with Spain. Ake refused, but he said to Bambalito, one of the leaders, that if he could kill 50 Spaniards, then he would cancel the alliance and would help in repelling the Spanish. Bambalito then gathered a force of 2,500 Moros, and on May 30th, 1570, they set sail, and on June 3rd encountered the Spanish headed by Martin de Goiti. But by a stroke of luck, Goiti and his men managed to win the battle, and Bambalito ended up losing. Hostility then ended up erupting between the two groups, and the Spaniards, headed by Goiti, occupied the two Islamic states of Tondo and Manila. Legazpi then left Panay to sail to Luzon. More reinforcements came to the Philippines from Spain, and Legazpi recruited 250 Spanish and 600 native warriors. They then retook Cebu. Legazpi then stayed in Cebu and didn't leave to join the fight because of his health problems and old age. Manila Bay was eventually taken over by the Spanish. Soon all of Luzon and the northern Philippines was taken. In Manila, a peace pact was made with the native councils there. A city council would be formed with 2 mayors, 12 councilors, and a secretary. A settlement would soon be founded on June 24, 1571. Legazpi then later ordered for the walled city of Intramuros to be constructed. Bambalito would try to resist the Moor but was promptly defeated fully by the Spanish. All the nearby villages in the north are then ordered to be explored by Legazpi. After the government had been formed on the conquered lands and later all of the Philippines, Legazpi was then made the first Spanish governor of the Philippines. He ruled the Philippines for a year before dying from a stroke in Manila on August 20th, 1572. The Philippines would stay a Spanish colony until the Spanish-American War in the Philippines was taken by the United States.